How's it going, everyone? Today, I'm going to talk about the FOMO that I'm seeing. And I know I talked about this a few podcast videos ago. The point I'm trying to make is this: we need to assess our mindset when it comes to buying assets or selling assets or just being in them in the first place. Because it's funny, people all around are always trying to chase the next big thing. That's human nature, right? Did you see the Las Vegas, the new sphere, the bubble, the cube, whatever they call it, the sphere? Did you see that? And everyone's trying to go to it and see it and be the latest one to talk about it. The same thing we're seeing with assets, the same thing we're seeing with plays. It's just this tale as old as time. Now, I'm saying just be a mountain. Don't let the FOMO get to you. Be that unwavering, confident person that's not just going to every whim and every different idea that comes to mind. The thing we need to do in life is we need to study, study, and study. We need to learn about what we're getting into and fully understand it to the deepest of our abilities, because at the end of the day, we don't want to be shaken out and kind of second guessing it. What works for one person to buy something may not work for the other. For example, what if I'm 85 years old and I only have 50 grand? Should I be buying Bitcoin right now? Well, maybe you got to think about it twice, because you could live another 5 to 10 years, right? And you need to survive off that money. And if it drops 80-90% in value, you may be sitting in a tough spot. But what if you're 20 years old and you have $1 million and you're looking to put 100K into something? Maybe it's worth studying. But the point I'm trying to make is we start seeing people get in for the wrong reasons, but we also see people FOMO in. And it's one of the worst things, in my opinion, that you can do, because then a year or 2, 3 years down the line, you'll look at it and you're like, I can't believe I got into that. What a mistake. So just look at NVIDIA. NVIDIA, which is a sore subject for me because I definitely missed out on a lot of gains. I actually held a decent amount and I sold it at 400 a share. But the point I'm trying to make is people have been riding that and have been so excited over the past couple months, and people have gotten incredibly wealthy. But people are always looking at it and they get in it. If you would have gotten in the past week, it dropped from 970 a share down to 870 a share in a matter of seconds. It was this highly leveraged unwinding. But we see this with everything. We see it with Bitcoin. When Bitcoin hit 69 last cycle, everyone was talking about it. Every single person, their mom, the taxi driver. Once when everyone's talking about it, maybe that's a time to actually get a little bit off the table. So high or low, you got to be there. It's funny because people are always talking about it when it's high, but where are they during the 3 years of the trough? Why are they not there in the hardest of times? That's where all the opportunity is. That's where all the gains are. And it's very interesting to me, the psychology of investing. When most normal people get in, that's maybe a time to get out. Now, again, that's not how I look at Bitcoin, though. I'm not looking to get out. I'm looking to, it's my reserve asset that I use to protect myself against debasement and move value around permissionlessly. But the point I'm trying to make up here is I've been going to a lot of Bitcoin meetups and Bitcoin conferences over the past couple of years, and it's so funny to see. I was at the tail end. I was actually at the end of the bull market in 2020, 2021, and 2021, and it was like 60 something a coin. It was crazy, absolutely insane, and it was so lavish. The Bitcoin conference, they brought the best comedians. I think they even had like Sanhalo. They had the guy that throws the cake in the face. It was absolutely insane. And but this past year, when it was like 20,000 or 15, 20, 30,000, nobody was at the conference. It was absolutely dead. And I got to meet all the people up close. It's so strange to me. It's so strange. How do all these people all of a sudden, they're just here to ride the wave? And that's fine. That's human nature. People ride the waves when they're good and then they avoid them when they're bad. But you know that those people aren't as wealthy, the masses, when we hit 60, 150, 200K of Bitcoin, because they weren't actually focusing and investing when it was 16,000 or 15,000 or 20,000. So I think it's really important to just be there, be present, actually willing to understand it through good times and bad. I'm not a huge fan of Peter Schiff's like negative commentary on things, but I will say he is resilient. He is there for gold, whether good or bad. He's not fair weather. He's not there just to get a few gains. He actually wants to be there for the asset. Same exact thing for a lot of other people that are maybe in the fitness industry. What if a diet changes? There's people that are podcasting and talking about that particular diet no matter what happens. And you gotta be there through good and bad. Just like they say in relationships, through sickness and health, you'll be there for your partner. Through sickness and health, you want to be there for your assets, and you want to be there for what you invest and what you believe in. So overall, you can't let the fear of price dropping keep you out, but you also can't let the fear of price ripping keep you in. You have to be this unwavering mountain. You got to be this pillar of confidence and never let FOMO get to you. And yes, does that mean you should ignore all the technical go-how and all the latest stuff happening in the space? Of course, you should not ignore that. But to just be there for when it's sunny and beautiful out and not be there when the clouds are there, you can do that, but the gains won't be as good. But what do you guys think? Do you guys find this whole bull and bear market thing interesting? What are your thoughts? Do you think this will ever change where you get a more kind of leveled community where they're always there and they're always ready, willing, and able? I think we may get there in the future, but I just find it very fascinating how human nature is and how they're always looking to just capitalize when the times are good. Anyways, I really enjoyed this. I hope you guys did as well. If you love this podcast, you love this content, please be sure to support it, give it a like, share it around. It means a lot. I love doing this. This is my passion. And I'll always be here producing the best content possible. And in this year, I'm going to be really trying to push for more and more guests and maybe longer form content and really just talk about different ideas. And if you guys have ideas, I'll be sure to talk about them as well. Anyways, I enjoyed this. I hope you guys all have a good rest of your day. Have a good one.